lobster at home may seem a bit overwhelming. So today I'm hooking up with Chef Allison Thurber at the Lobster in Santa Monica, who will be teaching me how to tackle every step of the process.
First, we'll just talk about some lobster basics, okay? If you go to the store and you want to buy a lobster, the first thing that you're going to look for is that it's kind of frisky, moving around in the tank. You want it to be alive. You want to try and touch it yourself because you want to make sure that the shell is really, really hard. You want to make sure that it feels heavy. Probably the best size lobster to eat is about 1.5 pounds.
We have our lobster. Yeah. What's next?
The next thing to do is to cook it. What we have here is we have a pot of really salty boiling water.
Okay. I know people say that when you throw a lobster in hot water, there's a scream of some sort.
You know, I've cooked, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of lobsters, and I have not heard one complaint yet. We're just going to drop them in.
Oh, I wanted to.
Bye-bye.
Bye, lobster. We'll
I'm sorry.
Soon on my plate.
Well, I think we're about there and we're ready to pull it out of the pot.
We are. Bursting off the arm.
Okay.
All right, so
grab it.
Hold it with tail and grab it up.
There you go.
There you go. That was
right. Flatten the tail out, and then we're just going to insert our knife at the top of the tail.
Yeah.
All the way through, and then just push our knife down so it completely splits the tail open, but keeps it attached to the body at the same time. Actually, the claws and the knuckle meat, probably the most flavorful meat in the lobster. So I'm just going to take my knife 3/4 of the way back, and I'm just going to whack it a little bit. And twist it, and I'm just going to crack it a little bit. We're just going to set it up like it had its claws attached. So remember, we were talking about our pickle spillers?
Yes.
So we're going to, this is just what we do. A nice wedge of lemon, some hot melted butter. We're just going to put that on the side, and we're pretty much ready to go.
We have our lobster, we have our aperitifs. Let's go to the table. Taking the meat out of the tail.
So you're going to pull out probably the whole side at one time and then dip it into the butter.
That's great.
Anybody can make a lobster.
Anyone can make a lobster.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Allison.
You're welcome.
Here's your lobster 101. To choose your lobster, make sure it's frisky and its shell is hard. Serve each person at least 1.5 pounds of lobster. When you're ready to cook the lobster, submerge it into a pot of boiling salt water. Wait at least 12 to 13 minutes per 1/2 pounds of lobster. And of course, lastly, to make it easier on your guests, we would suggest to cut the lobster tail in half and pre-crack the claws and knuckles. I'm Cheryl Lazar. That was your Lobster 101.